No condom though. No condom though.
Yo, early Big Daddy Kane videos, he looked like a fucking super pimp. He looked like fucking like he was like banging everything. Like you believed he banged Madonna back in the day, but
I'm pretty sure he did. Him.
No,
her and not Naomi Campbell.
No, he said it in Drink Champs that he just finger banged her.
He was being politically correct.
He might have been, but like I don't know. Like,
I would still finger bang Madonna at 60.
Yeah, for sure. Like I would definitely. Even like it's not even like.
I put the whole lens of the camera up her vagina.
It's not even that like.
I just be like, I just want the world to see what she's dealing with.
It's not even her hotness. It's just like, yo, like I finger bang Madonna.
Yeah, at this point, it's almost like Oprah status.
It's like a statue. Like it's like
yeah.
I do this. I got this plaque.
At this point, it is almost like that. But like when we were growing up, and she was still like. I almost sound disrespectful, but she was still hella old. Like, I was definitely busting loads to Madonna when I was like 13.
Yo.
So you're looking like 15 years ago, but still, like, I'm hung over you. Every little thing that you say, like she, like for an older woman, she was still banging at that point.
You know who I thought was super hot back in the day of her videos? Shania Twain.
Word.
Yeah.
I never really watched her videos like that. But I know that Eminem slapped Garth Brooks out of his rhinestone shirt.
I wasn't really on Garth Brooks. Shania Twain, though, she was fucking hot.
Word.
She is still hot, though, too.
Yeah.
I was fucking with...
Actually, yeah. One of the first music videos that blew my mind, I was like, this is just crazy, was... Shaggy and Maxi Priest. That girl. Ooh.
So you're a little older than me. I remember Shaggy for like, and she caught me in the shower. It wasn't me.
Yo, like it was crazy.
Caught me butt naked on the bedroom floor.
And like it wasn't even that big of an effect. That they had like all this like gold glitter over the speakers.
Yeah.
And they had it fucking the speakers fucking banging the bass, so like the gold dust was like fucking, and like it wasn't even that big of an effect. But me as a kid, I was like, that shit looks ill.
What about what these bitches want?
I still think we haven't figured that out.
I think that track's fire.
That track's fire for sure.
I think it's funny how like when we were kids, it was like what these bitches want from, and then like nowadays. It's like, Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding?
Okay, so we're going to talk about videos like that, like Big Pimpin'.
Big Pimpin', like that's exactly what I was talking about. Like that's a big budget video, but was the video that great? It was like Pimp C showed up and refused to be in the video, so they had to shoot him in front of his like Beamer or whatever in the parking lot. You know what I mean? Like,
yo, Pimp C didn't even want to do that song at first.
I know.
I seen an interview with
Bun B. Yeah.
And he was saying like he had to convince him like, yo, let's do this shit. That's crazy.
No, do you know what's really crazy? When you go back and check UGK's catalog, and you hear the song "Pregnant Pussy."
Yo, that's fire.
That's when you're like, whoa.
Yeah, I remember when I first heard that shit. I was like, woo.
Like that shit's crazy.
Yeah.
Like that, like, to me, that solidifies UGK and Stone. But you know what, for real, though, like...
Yo, you know, it was a big video, like, that scared people back in the day was Straight Outta Compton.
Yeah, at one point.
Yeah, like, that was, like, one of the, like, people like, oh, shit, this hip-hop shit is, like, fucking...
He should have done a video for Fuck the Police.
Yeah, but back then,
yeah.
See, like, people didn't
even nowadays, but
people didn't realize like what was going on in these places, like why they were saying "fuck the police." That's why there's big riots of like, not big riots, but like big uproar of like, because a lot of white people didn't realize what was going on in these neighborhoods, and they were saying why why fuck the police? Like these people
Well,
are.
That's why hip hop's so important, man.
Yeah.
And that's something we talked about on Toronto Talks. But like me personally, I feel like conscious hip hop, like from its early stages, was kind of dismantled by the industry. And a great example would be Public Enemy. Like, I don't know, did you hear the whole Lear Cohen interview?
Breakfast Club?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then did you hear like the Budden podcast where they called Dame and shit?
Yeah. I definitely heard that shit. Yo, people like exactly what they were saying on that shit, and like the same thing with Button. Sometimes when he starts yelling, when Dame starts yelling, people just tune them out. But if you actually listen to what these guys are saying,
Well, that's when they're talking facts.
that's when they're talking like super facts, like fucking. Even when we were out in the fucking, when we were getting caught in the rain, I was like, yo, are we gonna dash like Dame? Yo,
I think Dame should get more.
More respect in the industry for sure. Like,
Yeah.
he's a fucking legend.
Well, we had this discussion before the last Toronto Talks, and like everyone was bigging up Jay for his business mind state and shit. I'm like, to be honest, I don't think Jay's business mind state exists.
Without Dame.
But like even prior to Dame, like Jay may have had a vision what he wanted, but like Dame was the one out there fighting for them.
I feel even what Jay is doing now, you can tell he's a great businessman. But everything that they had together, Dame was the forefront of saying, okay, we ain't gonna take no shit. This is what it is. Like, we are Rockefeller, we ain't gonna take no shit, and we are gonna make this deal.
Yeah.
And then Jay benefited from that later on, of what Rockefeller became, and he didn't have to so much.
It's kind of the point I was making. Exactly, is that
I think Jay benefited from that whole
the
thing.
split, the yeah, exactly. Well, because he became president, Def Jam.
Because Dame was that. Because like as Rockefeller, like when they first started, they needed to prove what they did, and like and then after the when the breakup came, people already believed in Jay.
Well, that's the thing, and like we were discussing it the other day, and people were like, "Yo, Jay's always been a businessman." Shit, I'm like, but if you really listen to his records, like he didn't say I'm a businessman, I'm a businessman until after he was president at Def Jam.
Yeah.
Like his business mind was always right, but I feel like there are other people working in his corner to push that. And I think once they did the merger thing where like he cut everyone else out, killed Rockefeller, and then he became president, I think that's when like, you know, like basically it was like Dame was disposable. Like Dame did as much as he could for him. Yeah. And then at that point it was like, what can Leor do for me? What can these guys do for me? Like exactly. Jay definitely benefited from that split. You know, I love Hove. Like he's one of my favorite rappers, and that's not just rappers. Like that's even on the MC list. You know what I mean? Like, like Hove's crazy. But
Dame,
that's one of those things. Looking back in hip hop history, at the time it bothered me.
Even Biggs deserves. Like people don't even talk about Biggs in this whole situation. But like I seen a thing
because Biggs is like the silent partner though.
But like okay, so
he put funds up, but like he didn't want to be known.
He didn't want to be known, but like some of the things like I heard like he was a big part of people say Dame was the one over Jay that brought Kanye, but I heard in interviews that Biggs was really pushing Kanye.
Yeah, well, Biggs is even quoted saying that Kanye would have been bigger if Leor believed in him.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think really anyone believed in Kanye. Like, I think at the time Dame signed him, I think that was when there was already the separation happened, right? Like it's already it's kind of like similar to like
before that, but
like EPMD with the Hit Squad and the Def Squad,
okay,
right?
Yeah.
Like Sermon signed Redman, so then when DOS Effects got on, like I heard them talking about it in a Doggy Diamonds interview recently, and Crazy Drazy's like, you know, like it wasn't even really a choice, like Sermon already had who he had,
yeah,
and we just went with, you know, like Parrish basically claimed us, and I think like that's a similar thing that was happening at Rockefeller.
Yeah, you know,
a lot of miscommunication and two people kind of making executive decisions.